So this is our textbook pre-calculus. And we are going to start with section 1, lines in the plane. Okay, so if you want a textbook again, I can check one out for you. It's not a big deal, but we're going to do everything math related. All right, so let's zoom in. Vocabulary check. Let's see what you remember. Match the equation with its form. AX plus BY plus C equals 0. What? Thanks for playing, but no. Which equation? Because we're doing lines. What is the name of AX plus BY plus C equals to 0? Well, the choices are vertical line, slope intercept, general form, point slope, and horizontal. So yeah, general form. General is another name of that standard form. Okay. And then on X equals A. Okay, so we've got two possible answers. We've got a vertical line and a horizontal line. So which lines are X equals to a number? They are vertical, straight up and down. You were right. It is not the x-axis, but it's the line that is vertical. So if I do a real quick, here's my Cartesian coordinate plane, and I graph 2, 1, and I graph 2, 2, then this line is a vertical line. It is parallel to the y-axis. But what is the x value on all of that line? So the equation of the vertical line is x equals 2. And that is a common mistake for students because the x-axis is this one. But what is the equation of the x-axis? Y equals, what are all of the points on the x-axis? Yeah, this point is 2, 0. This point is 2, well, this is 2, 2, 0. Oh, you almost caught me. You almost got a bonus point. So 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. You get a bonus point.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0. So all of the y values on the x-axis are
0.
Y equals 0. Yeah. So the equation of that horizontal line is y equals 0. So have I completely confused you now? No. Okay. And I've got to make sure I get you your +1. Off to a good start. Yeah, if you catch me in a mathematical mistake, you get a bonus point added to your homework. When you have 100% on homework, it rolls over to your test points.
I'm going to need all of that.
All right, so let's look at C then. Y equals B then is what kind of a?
Horizontal.
It's a horizontal. All right, so D, Y equals MX plus B is called?
Slope intercept.
Good. And Y minus Y equals MX minus X?
Point slope form.
Point slope. And when you are in calculus, we use point slope because typically we have the slope and a point and we write it and move on. We don't solve it and put it in slope intercept form. Yeah, it's a lot better. So there you go. All right, so moving on. Got some vocabulary going on. Fill in the blank. For a line, the ratio of the change in the y's to the x's is called the what?
Oh, isn't that?
Slope of the line.
The slope. Does anybody have anything else? The ratio is, now, algebra 1 answer is slope. You are absolutely right. But does anybody call it anything else? Rate of change. Yeah, in calculus, we use rate of change. We don't call it slope. We use rate of change. Okay, so either one of those would have been fine. Jumping down to number 4 then, what is the relationship between the two lines whose slopes are a -3 and a 1/3? Opposite reciprocals. What's the relationship when the slopes are opposite reciprocal? Perpendicular. That's what they are looking for. What if they were the same, -3 and -3? Then it would be parallel lines. Good. What is the slope of a line that's perpendicular to the line represented by the equation x equals 3?
Zero.
Okay, so x equals 3 is the equation of a vertical line. It's asking you, the slope is undefined on that vertical line. So the slope of the line
Yeah.
perpendicular would be, the slope is 0, because the slope of all horizontal lines are 0. So they ask you a question about something that they didn't give you. Does that make sense? Yeah. What is the slope of a line that is perpendicular to the line? Oh, we already did that one. Give the coordinates of the point. So coordinates are what? An x and a y, right? The coordinates of the point, whose equation in the point slope form is y minus a -1 and 1/4 x minus 8. What is the x and what is the y?
1 and 8. Or 8 and 1.
Poll the audience. The audience says x is,
8.
and the y is -1. If you're in point slope form, the number in front of the x value, that is the slope. That's the 1/4. X minus 8. 8 is your x value because it's x minus x. Do you know where the point slope formula comes from? Possibly. If you start with, what is the formula for the slope of a line given 2 points? What is it? M equals what?
Y2 minus Y1 over x2 minus x1.
Okay, if you used y0 and y1, use x0, x1. If you used y2, y1, then use x2, x1.
I said x2.
Okay, so either one, yeah, either one of those are fine. Okay, so now then, if I have this equation, m is equal to my change in my y values over the change in my x values, and I wanted to solve for y, how do I get rid of this stuff? So m equals x sub 2 minus x sub 1 equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1. What is that? Point slope form. So the slope is the number in front of your x's. The point that you plug in goes into these second ones. So when you're looking at, and this is the commutative property, it doesn't matter on which side, they're equal to. Reflexive property, 8 and -1. Now, you can also see this written where they've gone ahead and they've done a plus here. Y minus a -1. And instead of doing this, they said, hey, that's a 1 instead of minus a negative. So the x is going to be the same as the number. The y is the opposite of the number. 8, -1. Do you see that? Okay. All right, good. Okay, so given problem number 7, identify the line that has the indicated slope. Which one has a slope of 2/3? M is undefined and M is -2. So we have line 1, line 2, line 3. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it helps if you can see the lines. So on 7, which one has a positive slope of 2/3? Line 1, 2, or 3?
2,
Line 2. Which one is undefined?
3,
Line 3.
Line 3. Good. Slope of -2, line 1. Excellent. All right. Example 10. Estimate the slope of that line. Back from Algebra 1. How do you find the slope given a graph?
-4,
Rise or fall over going right. All right, so I've started here at 8 and I go down and over. What am I counting by across the bottom?
It's
no,
one.
it's 1.
It's 1. All right, so I've got 8 and over 2. So what's 8 over 2?
4.
-4 over
It
1.
is a -4, and you can put 4 over 1. You don't have to put the 1. You do have to have the negative.